You know, we live in a world that has an amazing amount of gaslighting, I think is the word they use for it, ways in which they manipulate how you see the world to convince you you're crazy or to convince you you're wrong. I looked it up to see, just make sure I got it right. Does anybody else besides me know about gaslighting? Oh, good. So it's not news to you. Manipulation to instill doubt about reality, your own memory, your own sanity, your lying and denial of facts, trivializing how you feel, convincing you you are crazy, and eroding a sense of self. Don't people have better things to do? But isn't it amazing that how often do you see this just watching, if you watch any television or any kind of um, public information, it's already twisting it. Like, how many drugs do you really need? I mean, they're telling you Ozempic, and the weight will just shed and your life will be glorious. I just saw um, a cover of a magazine, and I was really glad for this woman being interviewed, and she said, thinness does not equal happiness. And there's so much in the world right now about body image and believing that you will never be happy unless you look a certain way. The interesting thing about the epic story is that we have to realize that the kind of assurance we're talking about cannot be known just mentally. It has to be known because you've touched the wonderful one within yourself. And that's home base, really. And the idea of the epic story and the eternal story is that you are the hero or the heroine in that story. You're not waiting for someone else to prove your life is worth something. You're already an epic representation of the wonderful one you are. I wrote that little song that many of you have heard me sing numerous times, how you are whole, you are holy, magnificent, and wonderful. You are an instrument of love. When you know that, you can't buy into the cover-up because you're already whole and holy. Your magnificence is um, in your hands to be delivered into the world. And the more you deliver it, the more you know it, and the more assurance you have, so that the epic story is known and you're one of the starring characters in it. So it might seem funny to think that we're all heroes and heroines, but we all have parts to play in the story of another person. When we allow ourselves to engage like that, the clouds part and the epic reality of the eternal outworking of how life works gets revealed. And we get to play a very important part by being ourselves and knowing the wonderful one within is unique, powerful, holy, and a companion to everyone else who's doing it. This is not a solo journey, and it is a solo responsibility to be mindful of what it is we do with our daily lives.